because he got to see her, and that's what's important. Angie, what was that last night? Why are people taking advantage of you? So we're about to go into all of that. And it's not taking advantage of me, per se. Okay. Mama Lou is in the chat. And so if at any time things come out, or if things are, I'm stating wrong, whatever, she's going to pop in, correct me, because things have come out even since last night. But I need to back up a little bit. I'm going to go back months. Okay. Hold on. Keep me from popping the fuck off, because that's what I want to do. I also unblocked people that were blocked, so that they can also hear if they so choose to. Thank you, pretty. Those are beautiful, guys. If they so choose to do so. Okay. So, you guys saw my video about the whole thing with Heather and Carrie making this horrible video about, you know, Principal, which is perfectly imperfect. Principal, yes, let me give trigger fingers. Again, everybody has a right to have their own opinion, thoughts differently, as long as it's done respectfully. Please only mute if it's done disrespectfully. Thank you, Heidi. And trigger warning. There's Principal. Perfect. Thank you, Susan. Okay, so I'm going to stay out of comments for a minute, and I'll thank you guys for gets after if you guys choose to do so. But I want to get through this because it's important and it's a lot of information. Okay. Carrie and Heather was never a mod. Carrie, who now is Care Bear. Heather, we have a lot of Heathers in here. Heather was the Heather 888. Okay. She now has a new name, something about some true crime, something 888. I have no idea what her new name is. I don't really care. Y'all will find it. They've been around for a while. Now, Chiquita Scorpio is how I know her. She's apparently also known as Lolita on here. And also, her name is Laura. That's her name, okay? Chiquita is an A1 day one. Like, I think like the first time I ever went live, she was one of the first people that came through. So Chiquita is somebody near and dear to the heart. And about 3 months ago, you guys, thank you. About 3 months ago, I was up at my daughter's house, and it was on a Sunday, and I got a message in chat from Chiquita that said, Angie, I need your help. It's about my grandbaby. I really need your help. Stopped chat immediately. And I spoke with her, and I said, listen, let's not go into it here, right? Let's talk offline, because everyone doesn't need to be in the business, but I need to know that you're okay. So we had a conversation, right, to make sure she was okay. And then I said, okay, so let's go back to our chat. I'm going to message you as soon as I get off. She says, okay. I said, and send me anything you have. She says, okay, I'm going to email you all my documents. So you guys remember this, right? Okay. Well, during that time, right when that happens, Heather says, I live in New Mexico. I can help her if she needs someone to talk to. And I said, there you go, Chiquita. Now you have someone that's close that maybe you can communicate with, whatever. And I'm going to reach out to you tomorrow. Then I had some wise ass come in and say, oh, such a valued SOC member, but you're not willing to you're not willing to get off and help her. What kind of social worker are you? And I said, well, it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday night. I'm in Washington and she's in New Mexico, so there's not a lot I can do. She's going to send me the information and I'm going to handle it, and I will work with her tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow never came, and I couldn't understand why tomorrow didn't come. And after that, I tried to reach out several times and couldn't find her. And I would come on this app several times. I still did. I literally just asked last week, has anyone heard from Chiquita? It's so weird. She sent me this email that I really need, and I haven't got it. But obviously her email's not going to be under Chiquita, so I need to know what's going on. And then, is how I understand it to be, she knew that Kaylee Cyber was also an A1 Day 1. Kaylee has been with me for a long time. Kaylee was one of the first ones that come up and said, so you're a social worker, do you work for CPS, what's your thoughts on CPS, etc. And then, so we kind of matched on that. So she came up, she told a story. So Chiquita reached out to Kaylee. I don't know exactly verbatim word for word that she said. It basically said, I've been trying to get a hold of Angie or whatever. She was helping me this. And Heather responded back quite rudely, from what I was told. You know, I'm already handling that. I do what Angie does, just with a twist. I'm just helping her out. So I'm handling that. You already know it. And Kaylee said, well, I want to know what's the story. And this is from what I'm being told, so some things may be different, and that's all going to come out because there's all the recordings and clippings of it, so it'll all come out. And Kaylee said, okay, well, hold on. This is something that I want to look into because it involves a child. And I'm not going to put the information out there because that's not my information to put out there. But Kaylee said, I want to know about this, what's going on. And so apparently Heather explained whatever it was that was going on. And Kaylee said that she would make some contacts to some people. And Chiquita had a GoFundMe set up to pay for the guardian ad litem to fight for her grandbaby. This is her granddaughter that she had custody of for many years. And I don't know 100% how it came out. But somehow, some way, Heather then said, nope, she's lying. She made the whole thing up. That's a lie. And from my understanding, then she was Kaylee had stated to if it's a lie and she's scam whatever, then stop it. We're not going to support her, follow her, whatever. I'm not saying that's the exact words, but that's what I heard. And because of that, and she didn't have this. Let me say one more thing. Heather told her, make sure you do these documents, you do blah, 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 right? And call me before you go to court. We'll have a conversation I'll talk with you and we'll get you all figured out and I'm going to help you with all of this shit. Heather did nothing but put a child back with their rapist. That's all the fuck she did. But nonetheless, Chiquita called her that day and called her and called her and called her just as Heather told her to do, all while saying, I'm helping Angie. Angie doesn't have time for this. I'll do this for you. She's asked me to help because I'm closer. I never said anything. This whole time, I'm still searching and can't figure out why I can't find her. Well, I can't find her because Heather had her little buddy not only block her from my page, but also in my chat. So all this time when I've been asking, has anybody heard from Chiquita? You can't even write Chiquita in my chat. It doesn't pop up. Who told you that I said I wouldn't help them? Kaylee? You're saying Chiquita said I said I wouldn't help her? And if she said that, oh, Kaylee said that I wouldn't help her. Heather said I wouldn't help her. Heather's a fucking liar. Heather wants to be me so bad it's ridiculous. She's been telling everybody, well, I'm going to do exactly what Angie does, just with a little twist. Well, oh, if you can't talk to Angie about it, you can talk to me about it. Oh, I learned this in my psychology class. And then she also has a law degree. And then I saw a comment that she put up when somebody else, a random video that I saw, and it was a medical question. She's like, oh, I worked in the medical field for years. If you have any questions. Listen, single white female. Sounds like a freaking horror movie. But in the meantime, because all of the money that was raised for her to pay for a guardian ad litem, which she was told she was lying about because you never have to pay for a guardian ad litem. That's a lie. That's a lie. You do have to pay for a guardian ad litem. Some people can get them for free or for a discounted rate if they qualify, whatever the case may be. But to say that nobody ever has to pay for a guardian ad litem, that's a lie. You do have to pay for a guardian ad litem, and they are very expensive. Typically in custody court, they force each parent to pay for 50-50. Anyways, that doesn't matter. So you do have to pay for them. And all of that, she had no help. She didn't have an attorney that she was promised. She walks in thinking she's going to have all this stuff taken care of. She goes into court, and guess where that baby went back to? That baby went back to the person that took something that should not be taken from anybody. It should be given to the person that she marries, or whatever the case may be. And now that child is there. All of it is verifiable. I fully trust Mama Lou. Mama Lou has the verification, including videos of this little girl crying, "Grandma, come get me." Anyways, that is not my story or my piece to tell. But for Heather, let me say Heather, because in a sense I'm starting to feel like Carrie is Heather's pawn in her voice piece at this time, right? I feel like Heather even made her, in a sense, make that video. You can't make adults do things. She wanted to do it. She clearly wanted to do it. I think she believes Heather. But what's going to happen is Heather's going to end up getting Carrie in a whole bunch. Yes, not that Carrie. In a whole bunch of trouble, because the words that you're saying, you put me and Principal in a really effed up situation, talking about, first you start off the video with, we lost somebody on TikTok, took their own life, and somebody did, and rest in peace to her. It had nothing to do with Sock Gang, but she started with that. So now it makes you believe that. And then she leads right into, and we thought Sock Gang was such a safe space, but it's apparently not such a safe space, and I've had to protect somebody and keep somebody from wanting to harm, etc. So Heather, imagine you being stressed out because you lied about a picture, and apparently you're having all of these feelings. Imagine how Chiquita's feeling. For months, you took away somebody that she fully supported and trusted on this app, because Chiquita and I had spoke for months behind the scenes, helping her with this. I said, absolutely, if Heather's close and she could have talked to her that night, great. Have someone to talk to if I wasn't available, whatever the case may be. I never said just take on her. I didn't even know Heather at the time. I didn't know what she did or didn't do or whatever. I knew none of it. But one thing I would never do, especially on a case like that, is say, yeah, you handle it, person I don't know. You handle it with somebody that I care about. Absolutely not. But that quick to then wrap her under her wings and then block her so she has no way to contact me. I'm searching, I can't contact her. I don't know if it was for clout, for views, for money. Was the money that was raised, did it all get returned? Did all money go to the GoFundMe? I have no idea. What I do know is I'm pissed and I'm sick. I am absolutely sick that anybody period, on this app or off this app, I don't care, that anybody would do this to somebody and be able to sleep at night, and now you boo-hoo fucking crying because you lied again about a picture and people are mad at you. Wham. What? I am legitimately confused. Legitimately confused. So that's kind of everything that's been happening. Again, Mama Lou has a lot of other information, and she's going to go into that when I'm done with my live. So please make sure you follow her and get that information. I'm gonna go back up and I want to read and answer some comments because I wanted to get all that out. Wait, were you ever told by Heather I was messaging you for help? No, never. Oh, she has me blocked. I was just gonna look to see if by chance if she ever messaged me about anything besides her own personal needs. But she has me blocked. I do not have her blocked. She has me blocked. Yeah, it's the same name. I was wondering, I was like, oh, maybe it's a different name, but it's the same account, just a different name. You can still see messages. Oh, can you? Okay, hold on. Let me look. Let me do it this way. So from... No, I don't have any messages from her unless they went into a group chat. The only way I would have got it is if it was in a group chat, which that would be a crazy way to ask me stating that somebody needed help. Yeah, but nope, there's no messages from her. It was just disgusting. It was a very disgusting thing to do. Wait, were you ever told? Oh, I just read that. This is so weird. Why would Heather do this? Ricky, that's the $1 million question. Nobody knows. That's what we're all trying to figure out. And literally, I saw somebody comment that clout is a hell of a rug. And it is. It truly is. I don't want to believe that that's what it's about, but it's starting to really appear that that's what it was about. Because a good portion of her videos or her comments and messages were like, hey guys, I'm gonna start going lives and stuff, and I'm gonna be just like Angie, just kind of with a twist, and she talks about me in a lot of things, and I'm gonna do kind of what Angie does. It's just weird behavior. And then to talk so negatively about Sock Gang, right? But then in a video that she posted where she's asking for help, in a sense, right? So she goes online and says she's going through something, whatever the case may be, and she needs help financially. So this is what I was talking about last night. Somebody responds and says, the same reason Angie W. holds lives, but her chat wants to say she doesn't do it for money. At least this woman is 100% honest, Heather. I would like to find one honest fiber of being on her. And how am I lying? First of all, I don't even know who this chick is. And so for her to assume. Anyways, so Heather responds back, right? Supposed to be Sock Gang, supposed to be supportive of me, responds back, I'm not sure what Angie does, to be honest, but I'm just a very honest person, and my integrity is something I take very seriously. That didn't age well now, did it, Heather? That comment did not age well, did it? Do you still take your integrity very seriously? Genuine question. So she responds back, that wasn't really directed towards you, besides the fact I find it honorable that you're honest. I was fighting with her in chat the night before it all. I don't know what says next. I don't know this chick from Adam, so I don't know who she's talking about. Then we have here, I will tell all my friends about it. I enjoy you and Angie's videos. Yes, ma'am, I'm here from Angie's page. Love your input on Angie's page. Hey, supporting, I'm here from Angie's page. We'll be there. Love your input. Love you over on Angie's page. Showing support from Angie's page. So all of her people are coming over, showing support from me. And this, listen, Delightful, I don't even drink and I need to drink, okay? So she has all the support in the world from the Sock Gang, but then utilizes Carrie in the back because Carrie was a mod to block, delete, whatever. So she was blocking. Remember how I've been telling you guys guys, we have 600 people blocked. Why the hell would we have 600 people blocked? There's no reason to have 600 people blocked. Well, now I know. If I need advice or help, you are who I would go to first. Thank you, Crazy Trish. And I would be happy to help you. Wow, this sounds so familiar. The love, they love what they get because of you, but they don't like you. Right, like make it make sense. It's like so crazy to me. And again, the way she speaks about me, whatever. And again, I can't help but to go back and think about the time, or think about the video that Carrie posted. And mind you, I only posted this much of the video, right? She goes on and says multiple times that Principal and I, or Heather's BOOD, will be on Principal and I's hands if she does anything to herself because we brought up the picture. And to be honest, I had asked Carrie the protocol, and she told me when she mutes, she also blocks. Carrie just made up her own protocol, because has not ever been a protocol. I've never said that. I said don't block, mute, and then send me what it was that they said, because too many people were getting blocked. And I'm going to be very, very honest, and I could be very wrong on this. I low-key kind of think that Heather may have Carrie completely kerfuckled too. Carrie may not even have a clue as to what's really going on. But again, she's really going to get herself into a whole lot of trouble. So we have found out that Heather was behind the no non-picture having stuff. And now apparently it's being said that she has a bunch of shit that she's going to release on 2K, which we know also isn't true. That's not going to happen. But to me, this is the dirtiest. And this is the one that we know because Chiquita's been around forever. So she knew she was going to continue to find out. The live I got blocked. And Heather was in a box. And I commented, she says she's not a lawyer. Bam, gone. I think Heather was lying to everyone and using them to go against Chiquita. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what I'm wondering was she helping, right? She was their point of contact, you know what I'm saying? Was money being sent in some way? Or is she just that evil that she was willing to, like, I just don't understand. I'm confused as to what did she gain from this? What did she get out of doing this? Now, I can understand, I guess, if she was going to try to gain a following from me, I could understand like blocking people or whatever and having them go to her or try to feed off of my lives or go live when I was going live. But she's kind of dumb even with that, because again, Sock Gang is, listen, when it comes to loyalty, Sock Gang is it. Sock Gang don't play. They are loyal to a fault. I can't see Sock Gang and be like, oh yeah, just F Angie, we're just gonna rock with Heather. Yes, thank you, Seth. I think she was trying to rage bait and it backfired. Are you talking about with the Angie, are you talking about with the 2K picture? No way, what, Jenny girl. Will you all ride it, dog? Amen. Amen, girl. She gets a high off of all of this, and it's disgusting. She needs help. She put any... Absolutely, Stacey. She does need help. And not only has she put many people in danger, but this little girl's, in a sense, this little girl's life is in danger. And she did that. She is behind that. And then has the nerve to talk about this Principal and I, what the blood would be on our hands if something happened. I'm trying to remind myself this is not YT. I have to be careful of what almost just flew out of my mouth. I wish you cool, because and here we were thinking it was an accident when I got blocked. Right? Man, I told you, I'm like, that's crazy. Wait, on YT, do I have mods on YT? Yeah, because again, Megan's been around a long time. There is never a reason. And as soon as I found out, she came in that same day. OK did the same thing. They came in right when it happened. They came in right away on a on their backup or whatever and said, I was just blocked. But I said unblock Megan immediately. And the same thing with OK. I said unblock OK immediately, because that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, people have been asking. There's so many people, Chiquita being one of them, that I've been asking about. And now when I think back about it, every time I would bring up Chiquita, and other people have been in Kaylee's lives that are in here, right? And so I'm sure that they probably even messaged, maybe, I don't know, I'm just assuming that they'd be like, oh, well, she was probably in Kaylee's life. But the minute you put Chiquita, the comment just doesn't come through, because she also blocked that word. It's illegal to impersonate yourself as a medical professional. It very much is. On the same night, it's crazy. I've been trying to go through my block list and, you know, find people that I know. The majority of them now that are blocked are the nakey eggs and bakey, whatever. So yeah, it is extremely vile. And again, you guys, please, please, please follow Mama Lou, because she has more information and she's going to go in on it. So Club, yes, girl. But so much deeper than just, oh wait, what did Zip say? And the crazy thing is I've already, wait, so this Heather girl was blocking. Yeah, well, not only was she blocking good people or people that supported me in any way, anybody that would come in and would ask for help and say, hey, Angie, I need help with something, she would message them on the backside and say, hey, Angie's book, or Angie's biz, your blah, 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 blah. I can help you. Angie's asked me to help you. And then block them from my chat and block their name from my chat, so that she would then have them over there. Where does Heather get her information? I have no idea. I'm not sure if Mama Lou may not be in here. She is the professional assistant you didn't hire. Didn't hire, didn't post for, didn't want, didn't request. As dumb. Oh, there she is. There's Mom. Hold on, I'm gonna post this. So please, oh no, I don't want to do that. Not me almost blocking Mama Lou. There we go. I wanted to pin the comment. So there's Mama Lou. So please follow her, because when I'm done with my live, you guys, she has all of the updated information. She knows everything that's going on with Chiquita, because obviously, against my will, I've been out of the wheelhouse. She knows everything that's gone on between all of the different creators, because there's been a couple of creators that have been a part of this, and it's quite vile and disgusting. Beth, did you ever send me the whole video that Carrie posted? Because the other thing I wanted to do, remember I told you yesterday I couldn't find the comments because I had blocked her. You have it, Steph? Can you, if Beth hasn't sent it to me, if you could send it to me. Okay. Now, I'm going to read you, well, welcome to the Sock Gang, Mom, Monica. Knocking shit over. I want to read you guys some of the comments. Oh, Beth has it posted? Okay, perfect. I'll pull it up. Mama too. Okay, hold on. Let me go there first. And then I'm going to read you some of the comments that Carrie has posted in the picture. Mind you, she has, okay, hold on. I had to make sure I typed it right. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play you guys. I'm going to give you a huge trigger warning. If you guys could do me a favor, as I always ask when I play something, this is a vile video about Principal and I. If you could do me a favor, keep tapping. You guys have done amazing already. I apologize, but if you can keep tapping, if you haven't sent your daily heart me's, send daily heart me's. Keep the comments going. Again, you never have to gift, but if you can do like the penny gifts or something to keep things going. They always tell me that helps. I don't know if it does, but so far it's worked. Okay, so this is the entire video. This is Care Bear. And so I'm going to play what she had to say.
Well, come to find out, a creator has taken her own life yesterday. And that brings me to...
See how she says that? That instantly makes someone to believe that that's going to be part of all of this. It had nothing to do with us at all. Matter of fact, again, rest in peace to her. I didn't even know who she was. So I felt instantly that already was a huge manipulative tactic. Oh, hold on.
Well, come to find out, a creator has taken her own life yesterday.
Oh, me too.
And that brings me to
yes, Rachel. That's
what I'm about to talk about right now.
How the two are connected? No clue.
I was a part of a group that I thought was a safe place, and come to find out, it was nothing short of that.
Correct. Because Heather was in here controlling you to do shit. Unless you were doing that on your own. Heather and you made it not a safe space.
We have been bullied, me and my best friends, 2 of us, and others.
Is safe, very
but
safe space.
I have sent the messages of the bullying and how we were being talked to. I wouldn't talk to my dog the way that you allow Principal to talk to your people.
Sorry, I know you guys don't like when I keep stopping, but some things have to be said. I don't control anybody. All of us are grown ass adults, so I don't allow anybody. And my people, she's gonna say this repetitively, your people, you did this, your people, you allowed it. Again, some creators may be like that. I am not like that. I tell you guys all the time, go where you want to go. So I don't allow, and no one has to ask me permission to do anything. But calm down before you break a blood vessel.
Your people. Look, see that scar? I was almost unalived by my ex. I have 2 cadaver bones and a metal plate in my neck.
What does this
and
have
screws.
to do with any of this?
So, and watched my best friend unalive himself with his military rifle. With all his stuff all over my face. All over my chest. So if you think, Principal, I'm going to allow you to talk to me like I'm some dog, you've got another thing coming. Because it's not going to happen with me. You picked the wrong one.
Let me correct you. You picked the wrong ones. You picked the wrong ones. You thought you was going to come in here and Heather, for some reason, had you feeling real big and bad that day. You was feeling real fucking tough that day. And you thought you'd get on here. I just want you guys to remember how tough she's sounding, because I'm about to read you guys some stuff that came shortly thereafter. Because she very quickly found out that, that probably wasn't a good idea, because Salt Gang didn't like this. But remember how tough she sounds.
As far as you go, Angie,
yeah.
I sent you every bit of proof of how you're allowing your people to talk to us.
I knew I was going to get a restriction. I'm going to finish playing this, and I'm going to have to restart. I only want to get one restriction because I don't want to get a thing. Oh, well, you stand on what you said. First of all, I don't know why you wanted to ding me before then. You stand on what you said, Carrie. But this is what I want to tell you. Be real careful who your friends are, because you may want to stick around and listen. That's why I unblocked you specifically for you to hear this today, Carrie. Because you may want to find out who your little friend is, and she has you doing all this stuff. Do you know right here you can get some lawsuits on you just from this video? You can't just go around saying on the internet what it is that you chose to say about people, about both Principal and I. So I'm glad you're here. Listen, I hope you were here earlier when we were just talking about everything that Heather's done and the lives that she's put in jeopardy and the shit that she's having you playing behind this. At least, listen, maybe you're a part of it. And if you're a part of it, then you'll go down with her. I'm kind of hoping and believing that you just don't really realize who she is and what all she's about and her whole history. Maybe you are. Since you stand on it, you must be. So I take back what I said when I said that I feel like maybe Carrie doesn't know. Absolutely, Mama Lou. Show it all. Show it all. I wanted to give her a chance. Okay, I will reset right now. I'm gonna literally close it down. I'm coming right back. You were just trying to stick up for someone. Who were you trying to stick up for? You were trying to stick up for the one who put a child's life in danger because she blocked a creator who I've been working with for months to do something, and then she cancels and the money's just randomly gone, and now this child's life is in danger every single day because of Heather. You wanted to protect her. That's who you chose to protect? Because that's not how I rock over here. So you're right. If that's the type of safe space that you're looking for, that's not here. We protect people over here. Heather is not protecting people besides herself and her own little pockets and her clout and her wish and dream to be even a portion of what we are over here. So again, since I had to get a thing, I'm restarting right now. I'm coming right back. Please just come right back because we're going to finish this. And if I need to, we'll go to YT and then you will see a whole different side of me. Well, if you're clueless about everything, you may want to stick around and you may want to retract what the fuck you just said. So stick around. That's why I unblocked you specifically for this. Telling me I don't care and it's not a safe space. I'm trying to protect your ass for some stupid reason when you're willing to put me out on blast for no damn reason. I will reset right now.